Hello, everybody. This is Asma Mustafa, the teacher of English language in Gaza Strip in Palestine. I work as a teacher of English since 2008 till now. I won the Creative Teacher Award 2020 for Palestine and the Global Teacher Award winner 2022. In COVID-19 pandemic, I remember the Gaza Strip has closed suddenly, and the Deputy Minister of Education announced that tomorrow we are not going to school because of the pandemic, and teachers are going to start working from homes, remote learning. And this way, so many teachers were wondering about how to start and where to start from. I directly created a Google Classroom, and then I managed to invite three of my students. At that time, I remember they were 180 students from both 8th and 10th grades. But unfortunately, when I sent the invitation, three of them only have joined my classroom. And that's because of the community belief towards towards remote learning in general. They didn't believe in it at that time. And people in the local community, have had an idea about it's not important. And this year, our kids are not going to learn, and the negative points about remote learning. I managed to start with my students, with my three students from the first day. And I started with English for Palestine curriculum with the first lesson at that year. And they found it serious. It's not funny. They told their peers about my classroom. The next day, I remember that I found 10 students inside my virtual classroom. And that way, in 1 month, I found 180 students, 100% attendance of my students. That because I used so many different ways, not only inviting students by students, I used to activate my social media, especially Facebook, because it's the most popular social media here in Gaza. I used to activate it for encouraging my students and publishing the certificates of attending and giving stars for my kids and encouraging them more and more. And I have had every day a star, and I wrote her name in a very big certificate, and I published this on Facebook so students thought and believed that it is serious, it's not funny, the virtual classroom is important. And they found it more serious when I announced about a quiz. This way, they thought really? Are we going to have a quiz on Google Classroom? Yes, on Google Classroom, I used to activate Google Forms, and they did very well with the pictures. I used to attract my students' attention with the pictures, with some videos, and this way, I managed really to bring the 180 students. You may ask yourself how my students, with the lack of computers, how did they join? They really have had a very big problem. It was not easy for them to join, but it was really amazing to invite them from their parents' cell phones. They use their parents' cell phones, and this way I did two in one. I invited my students and their parents. Their parents were attending my classrooms, my live classrooms, and they were following their sons and daughters, performance and their homework assignments, the tasks that I do. And they used to remind the daughters with the live meetings. And I managed to meet them 120 times in 3 months. And I recorded 120 20 classes on my YouTube channel, and I sent them the links inside the Google Classroom. And they found it very, very enjoyable, very amazing to follow the teacher's tasks, the teacher's YouTube. And we sometimes make the schedule according to the time of electricity, as well as their parents' available time, the time of their parents, because we needed their cell phones. And sometimes the parents are out, sometimes the parents are out of power. And yes, I managed to ask my students, when is the next time would you like to be? Would you like it to be, for example, tomorrow? If they said no, okay, I will go on according to their circumstances. And I managed to do all classes from the English curriculum, and all quizzes, all the midterm exams, and they have done very well. I know the exams results may be not accurate, not so accurate, but for me as a teacher, I think it is more important that the students have learned the digital skills and they have looked up the information in the book. You know, you can consider the Google form as a kind of researching task for your students, if you want. It's not, you know, the exam. Or, you know, I don't think the exam is only just for marks. It's for teaching the students some skills, and this is what I think I have done with my students. They have learned much. They watched videos on YouTube. They played games inside my classroom. And yes, we did so many educational games on virtual classrooms when I met them in live meeting like this. And till now, I have every year I have Google Classroom, and Google Classroom helps me very much in dealing with the students outside of school and continuing and collaborating with their parents and giving the parents a brief idea about what is going inside the classrooms with the teachers and the students. It's a kind of collaboration with the local community. It's a kind with focusing on the teacher's role that we are doing every day. And this way, I think inside Google Classroom, I think after, you know, inviting the 100% of my students, I was able also to continue my global educational project. And I have inviting so many wonderful teachers and classrooms from the world outside, as if there is no problem with the educational process. Everything was going so amazing. You know, it was really wonderful to continue learning from homes. And I used to record the videos on YouTube while everybody is sleeping because of, you know, quietness, because of light, sometimes because of so many things. And my students wake up in the morning to find out the tasks, the videos, the Google Forms. They start as if they have a school day, a normal school day.